medical profession has proven in cancer research that if you're holding on to resentment or anger, cancer gets stuck. Chemically speaking, your blood turns acidic. Muscles contract and they pull the vertebrae back on the nerve. So you go to the chiropractor puts the bone off of the nerve. And then you spend a lot of time being angry or resentment and don't let go or forgive. And when you're doing all that, your blood is turning acid. So then you decide to put alkaline drops in your water because you heard that alkaline is best. If you do not work on your anger and your resentment, you could be causing acid blood. It doesn't matter how good your food is. Doesn't matter how many vegetables you eat. Doesn't matter how much you run to Whole Foods. It's all about the neurochemistry. And if you're locked in and haven't forgiven somebody from the past completely, karmically, clearly, on a daily basis. I said 1 second at a time, one thought at a time. We need to do, you take a physical shower in the morning. We need to do mental showers every day as well. You want to clear yesterday before you go into today and make sure that you have left it in the past, because it will creep up on you. So we're going to do a process in a little while which is going to clear some of this stuff with a lot of people. Anyone recognize themselves here? Ever feel like her or him? I know I feel like him a lot, okay, because we're going to go about posture again, about the laptop, because it's so important. But we have to check in with our nervous system since it's running every single thing that's going on with us. And I'm not standing here in front of you as a totally healed being. I'm a work in progress. Anyone else a work in progress here? Okay. And this is from Joel Osteen. I don't know if any of you have ever caught some of the brilliance of Joel Osteen. But I was stuck because I was healing from a bad divorce and a move, and a family split up, and I could not go forward. And finally, Joel Osteen reminded me that the courage to move forward of what we're holding on from the past happens when our dreams are more powerful than our past. So anyone feel like they're stuck in the past? You might want to find out what your purpose is or what your mission is so that you can go forward. A work in progress means that every day I get up and I take a look at my emotions. And I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's how much work I have to do. Okay, so I clear in the morning before my day goes on so that I can take care of people, because those of you that are healers in the room know that you have to keep clearing yourself in order to be a clear vessel for somebody else. So think about that. If you feel like you're stuck, try to go back to maybe what's your mission in life. And everybody wants to know, what about nutrition? What should I eat? Should I be on the blood type diet? Should I do food combining? Should I be alkaline? Should I be acid? I get asked this every day, and especially when I go out and teach. They want me to teach nutrition. And what I have to present to you today, it has to do with your thoughts and your emotions. The chemicals of your thoughts and emotions are just as strong as the food. If you want to digest your food, you want to find out what is your level of nutritional fitness. Because if you're not digesting what you're putting in, then what's the sense of spending all that money? So before, during, and after eating, please relax. Don't be like this guy. I know I get hungry when I get home, and I feel like this guy. What about her? I know I've been her too. I associate with the lady shoving pasta in the face. It's emotional food. Even if it was organic whole wheat, okay? And it was blessed on by a shaman, it still would not go down real good if her energy was off while she's eating. Now the two on the top. What do you think of those guys? The French. These are the French, the way they eat. Why are they happier and healthier than the United States? Why don't they have the diseases that we have nutritionally? They take the time to eat their food. They have pleasure in their food. She is just totally loving that chocolate. They drink wine. They have it in their bottles. They're happy when they're eating. We're eating on the run. We're eating too fast. So whatever it is, try to take the time to do a prayer before you're eating and take some breaths to allow the body's enzymes to catch up with you so whatever you are eating, you can digest. Neurological fitness is something that I do privately with patients. I never speak about nutrition because you are as different as fingerprints. Everybody take a breath. What did I just say? You are as different as?
Fingerprints.
So no matter what you read or someone tells you what kind of diet you should take or what kind of vitamins you should take, unless you're being tested that those pills are digesting in your digestive system or that that's a good diet for you, just because you have symptoms and you read it somewhere doesn't mean that what you're taking is good for you. So later we're offering 35, because that's all we have time for in the next 2 weeks, 35 holistic consultations and exams free. If you're interested in neurological fitness, I only do it on the table. So I don't discuss nutrition. I'm just trying to bring your level up in consciousness to understand what's going on with nutrition. We do it independently because you are like different as fingerprints. Okay, going back to the posture because it's so important. Take a breath, guys. If you're clenching your jaw and holding bad posture and holding your breath, you're causing a lot of pressure to the nervous system. Anyone familiar here? We talked about the phone person, the actress here, the student, and the texter. When a bone is out of place, it's pinching the nerve and it's stopping the life flow from the brain to the body. Anybody want that in their body? No. I want to remind you, you do not have to have pain to have a subluxation. It's called the silent killer. Silent because we have vertebrae that are on top of our nervous system and we don't know it. It's just causing a malfunction in one of the organs. We were talking about the neck. I'm just reviewing that the curve in the neck is round to the front. What we're seeing is a syndrome, and it's a new diagnosis in textbooks now called text neck, medical textbooks. If you're texting a lot, you better pick up that cell phone to eye level because you're going to be like him at the cell phone and at the laptop. Pick up your laptops, guys. Everyone who works on a laptop in the room, please raise your hand high. Okay. Let's make fun of the shaman in the back of the room because he's actually sitting at one. Okay, everybody look at him. He looks healthy, but we don't know what's going on in his nervous system on the inside. He's actually starting to twitch. Okay, I can't put my laser on you. But what he would need to do when he's home, he can't do anything here because he's at a convention, but when he gets home, you can take your laptop and you can put it on 2 yellow pages. Put it up on 2 yellow pages, but then you need a wireless keyboard. Take a breath. This side of the room does not breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. Thank you. Breathe again. Pick your head up. If you were going to raise your laptop up, you need a wireless keyboard so your shoulders could be down. Because if not, you'll be like this. Okay, and that will hurt this. So 2 yellow pages usually for the laptops when you're home. Okay, because you don't want to end up with a reverse curve in your neck. Because I told you that the spine and the neck is the most important. There's a funny picture here. I'm actually going to make a video about this really soon because the young people, the young patients and teenagers are telling me that when they hold the cell phone up, it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look cool. Because everybody's used to looking like this. Now, when I told you to pick up your cell phone and go into the texting posture, did anyone have a burning in the middle of their back and feel like it was hard for their shoulders to hold it up? What's happening is people could be going to the gym, right? They're lifting these weights and they have all these muscles, but the cell phone's too heavy to pick up. Get my point, guys? It's not heavy. Don't go eyes down. Ooh. It's a good thing my head has been up, or you would have been blasted out of here a while ago. So keep your neck in a spinal curvature that's healthy for you, and pick up the cell phone. It's a lot lighter than what you're lifting in the gym. The nervous system is affected chemically, emotionally, and physically by your posture, your thoughts, and your food. When you go to a chiropractor, it's one of the most holistic appointments you could get because when the bone is moved off of the nerve, you immediately go into a state of peace, chemical balance, emotional balance, and physical balance. The nervous system reacts that fast to having the bone moved off the nerve. What you do when you leave the chiropractic office, that's what you have to find out. What is causing the bone to go back onto the nerve? And that has to do with your lifestyle.